Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so today is going to be, I'm actually being guided to pull a reading for the Divine Feminines and the Divine Masculines. So the regular, what are they thinking, what are they feeling? I'm going to do the Feminines first and the Masculines next. But the first little intro info I'm going to dive into is what are the Divine Feminines and the Divine Masculines triumphant over? What milestone in the journey can we celebrate for each of the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine collectives? So thank you, Divine Creator, for showing us what have the Divine Feminines overcome. What has this journey at this stage, what have the Divine Feminines stepped into? Seeing the big picture. Beautiful work, Divine Feminines. Yeah. Not being so temporary, not so stuck in loops. Context, celebration, joy, safety, the big picture, long-term thinking, love, not fear, the eternal. Been feeling the feminines aligning with the eternal love for quite a while, but really taking it in stride now and not being immovable, unshakable from that alignment. Okay, and Divine Masculines. What can we see for the Divine Masculines? What is the triumphant energy for the masculines? Trusting in divine detours. Anybody remember the coyote readings? How amazing. So yeah, knowing that we can get there from here. Divine masculines, you have overcome divine detours. You no longer need those karmic lessons that pull you away from your divine feminine. Good energy, everybody. Okay, so let's take a look at what the divine feminines are thinking, feeling, wishing, doing, challenged by, solving, and where they're going, where their energy is being freed up to flow over the next 3 weeks to 3 months. What is it we can see for the divine feminines? Divine Creator, please give us a look into how the divine feminines are navigating, thinking, feeling. Okay, what is on the conscious mind of the Divine Feminines? Transformation and Page of Swords. This is the Death card, the death and rebirth. So, Divine Feminines, first off, you've transformed past the need to be hypervigilant about your masculine. Like, you don't need to spy, you're not creeping social media as much. None of that. You've energetically released, you've relaxed, you've mastered the skill of tuning into your masculine when you genuinely want to and trusting the energetic connection, but not being obsessive. Very nice. So that's what you're thinking about, Divine Feminines. You're thinking about how peaceful this is, how real it is, how legit it is. Now that you're not worried about whether the love is there or not, for many Divine Feminines, there's such a grounding in the connection with Source. So the masculine and the connection you have with your Divine Masculine no longer threatens your well-being, I'm hearing. Okay, so what is on the heart space for the Divine Masculine? 6 of Earth and the 9 of Cups. Oh, okay, we got this card the other day to talk about addictions being released. So Divine Feminines, you are really coming into the inner work, the self-work, to balance out so that you are in an energy of reciprocity. That means being able to show up, being able to be true, being able to be present on the heart space. What we do for self, we do for twin. We are all responsible for our karma and our free will choices and our actions and our deeds. But this is clearly saying that addictions and codependency and imbalances are falling away out of the dynamic in exchange for being able to meet each other in true connection. What are the Divine Feminines wishing for the connection? Page of Air for the second time in the Wheel of Fortune. Divine Feminines are seeking divine guidance or praying for that lucky strike, looking for signs, looking for confirmation that the wheel is turning. Divine Feminines, you might have asked for a sign that there's progress being made. I'm going to pull a card to see how you can identify that sign, that answer to prayer. What is it that the Divine Feminines can understand here as an answer to prayer? I'm getting a couple on the ground. One sec. My squeaky ball. Subconscious awareness and Akashic information, and replenishment, renewal, and restoration. It's interesting because it's giving me the transformation and death energy. So let me just tune into it for a sec. My cards went everywhere. Wanting to see a sign of the progress, of divine timing, of the readiness. Renewal, Akashic information. Yeah, there's this energy, Divine Feminines, as above, so below. So if you're seeing personal progress, if you're seeing growth in yourself, if you're feeling a rejuvenation of your energy rising, your third eye, look at all the purple. If you're feeling that within, if you're starting to feel your fire returning, if you're starting to feel your intuitive gifts more accurately functioning, that is your sign. That is your sign that you're becoming ready, that you're in alignment. And I'm hearing for some, if you're feeling the inspired pull to deepen this stuff, that's also a sign of readiness and of, you know, kind of the law of attraction. What you emit, you get back. So it's its own proof, I'm hearing. It's really like that. What you believe is what you get. So that is the message there. Interesting message. Awesome. What actions are the feminines taking? Eight of Air and the World. None but yourselves are freeing your minds, feminines. This is the Eight of Swords, which is uprooting the paradigms that have held you back and given you that just cause, false just cause, but legitimate just cause to play small in your lives. Those cycles are coming to an end. Many feminines are actually completing the real world steps to unhook from the material manifestations that have contributed to this belief that your life was never meant to be grand, that you weren't going to get to step into your fullness, that you were always destined to not succeed. All of those paradigms are being walked straight through into victory, feminines. The cycles are wrapping up. So lots of employment changes, housing changes, karmic situation changes, a lot of freedom. It's not completely finalized here, but it's all happening. Oh, I was just shown the feathers here and this angel. So when you see feathers, Divine Feminines, oh, put it in the comments if you've had a random feather appear. This is a sign your cycles are wrapping up. When you start seeing feathers, feminines, I'm being told that means and indicates that you are close to completing the motions needed to unhook from that playing small energy. Beautiful. So what is the biggest challenge for the feminines? Oh, union, long-term abundance. I'm hearing union ready. With this 10 of coins in the reverse, there could still be those things that need to wrap up that actually qualify you in action and deed to access union. Union within, as we see this, as within, so without. Energy, union within, does bring you into your own sovereign alignment with this long-term stability and abundance. So keep going towards that in your own right, feminines. What is the spirit-guided solution? Six of Water and Knight of Wands. So reunion and passion rising. So just know that as you have union within, you are reunited and the passion returns. You're reunited with your soulmate, your twin, and the passion reignites. So, you know, do the inner work and ta-da! Energy doesn't lie. When you're ready for love, legitimately ready for love, it comes in. Incredible. Okay, where is the divine feminine energy going? Unconditional love and the subconscious revelations. Ooh, the full moon. Full moon is very soon, everyone. So there's going to be I'm hearing another initiation, another breakthrough. It might be an elusive, subtle thought through the daydreaming state. So feminines, if you've caught yourself in a daydream and you have an innovative thought, it's a more catalytic, bigger breakthrough than you could ever imagine around this full moon. There's something that's going to rock your world, divine feminines, a thought, an angle that you have not seen before. So get ready for that. Let that be a bell ringing that you're about to, I keep being drawn back to this card, see the big picture in a way you've never seen before. So if you'd like that to happen, say yes, and then just relax and be surprised when it does. Okay, so now I'm going to do a divine masculine check-in. What are the DMs thinking and feeling? What are the DMs wishing and doing? What is the challenge? What is the solution? And where are the energies going from the DM side of this in the near future? Shuffle the clarifiers. Aw, Page of Swords showing up for the DMs. I heard ready for love again. DMs are becoming ready for the real thing, I just heard. Oh, no more heartache. That was a breath of fresh air. It's the readiness. Is it intent is 9/10 of the law? Okay, what are the divine masculines thinking about the connection? They don't want to wait for love. How beautiful. Seven of Pentacles is the investment card, but it's also the weighing out the pros and cons, waiting. In the reverse, it's readiness. It's enough time passing. It's investment that justifies a return. Interesting. Masculines have, this is a very phallic card. The masculines have love on the mind. Okay, what is it that we can see regarding what's on the heart space? 10 of Wands and Strength. So I'm seeing here that the masculines are saying, and this is just the masculine opinion, but on the heart space, masculines are telling themselves that they're patiently waiting for you to finalize your burden, divine feminine, is the message I'm getting here. So the masculines are thinking they've waited a long time for you, that they've been very patient. They're proud of themselves for giving you the space needed to handle your karmic burden and clean things up. You know, we forget as divine feminines that the masculines might see it from that side of the coin, and that's what I'm getting here. The masculines are understanding that your love is worth waiting for, divine feminine. So if you do know that you're cleaning up your own karmic baggage, that you're making these changes in your life, your divine masculine is definitely feeling like they are holding space for you and cheering you on, sending you love, believing in you, knowing you've got this, putting down past judgment that you might not be sincere, that you might not survive and cave and go back to your karmic situation. Your divine masculines are energetically taking back any kind of projection that said that you don't love them enough to see yourself thriving and make the healthy choices. It's funny because it's not a matter of loving them enough or not, but in the twin flame context, it means self-love, right? They feel it as though it is them. A lot of depth there going on, and the masculines' hearts have expanded, I'm hearing, because this is a very selfless perspective. This is a very generous and soft and accommodating and spacious energy. It feels a lot like a relaxation in the twins today. What are the masculines wishing? They are wishing to open up and tell you how much they love you. They're wishing to focus on the love here. Seven of Cups is cutting through the confusion. Didn't we just have that for the feminines in that innovative thought? So there is a meeting place here. The masculines could be being that we just got that message for the feminines about this full moon and seeing something from the big picture. The masculines are actually wishing that you would see the big picture, is what I'm getting here, feminines. So they are wishing for you to see the overview, to see the love that they've had for you the whole time, to see how even though you've been apart, perhaps are apart right now in some way, that their love has always been there. They're wishing for you to read between the lines and comprehend that, to believe in it, to use it as a foundation. There is so much love here. And they're also wishing for that to become a solid fact, is what I'm getting from this, which is also their own free will motion, grounding it into their own consciousness. Because they're desiring that, that means they're ready for it. That means they're wanting that. That means they know what that feels like in order to suggest it's something desirable for you. That's really cool. Okay, what is the action that the masculines are taking? Masculines are pulling on their own inner balance, their own temperance. Some are praying for angelic assistance, but they want to communicate. They want to come forward. They want to run towards you. They want to get on that motorcycle and ride. They want to visit you. They want to come forward. Some are praying for the composure to do this, to finally do this. What is on his back? It's a bow. I'm seeing the raven in the top of this card as a messenger, a sign, a otherworldly information, some sort of a guiding energy that has shown the masculines. I'm hearing for some they overheard something. Someone that's close to them said something and something clicked. Something clicked, obviously, because they have come into this kind of balance. They were receptive to hearing something that was a spiritual proof, something intangible, spirit guides, a mentor, a synchronicity, something metaphysical impressed upon them. And something clicked. They saw something in a new way. And now they want to take action. I'm going to get a clarifier and see if this is directly coming towards Divine Feminine or if it's inspired something else in the masculine's lives. What does this action, this communication, this new spontaneous direction have to do with? Knight of Wands, passion. Three of Wands in reverse, that is manifesting things in the future, but it's in the reverse. And Knight of Cups. So lots of knights. Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, Three of Wands, not wanting to wait, wanting to take action. This is passion. This is the Knight of Cups, which is surrendering to the love, falling in love. It's not quite there, but we definitely get the wanting to communicate the passion, the attraction, the appreciation, that soul pull, the magnetic pull. They're feeling a magnetic pull. This is not full-blown, might not come out of the friend zone fully, is what I'm getting here, but it is this initiation that's almost a compulsion right now to come forward in some way, to share some sort of a revelation that they've had. Okay, what is the challenge for the masculines? Seven of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Oh, the challenge is that they secretly know. This is so funny. This one's funny for me. So anybody who's followed my readings for a while, we've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse with the coyote on this table. We haven't seen this combination for a bit. We did have a residual kind of reverberation of this a while ago, but here it is again. This is the karmic detour. So many masculines made big, bold moves in their lives, and then they had a little bit of they went down a one-way street of some sort. Divine feminine, you saw your masculine veer off down a one-way street the wrong way. And that's what I'm seeing here. They have seen the light regarding that divine detour that they veered off onto at one point. They are not really talking to anybody about that, but that has dawned on them now. This is the full moon. This is the full moon that's just coming. So some might just be experiencing this revelation over this new or this full moon coming up. So full moons represent the subconscious coming to light. So their karmic predisposition for that pull to the detour could be what they're seeing. They're seeing that connection. This could be the thing that's causing them the pull to come towards you. So this is the challenge. What do they do about this now that they've seen that possibly this other karmic feminine energy was misguided? So they're learning about what the inner workings of that detour was there to show them. Or the challenge is seeing that, but it's all there for the taking, for the understanding right now. What is the solution for this challenge? Nine of Wands and Ten of Wands. This is the Wounded Warrior card. This is the karmic burden. This is the perseverance, the hard road. So the solution is to buckle down and face the music, to have eyes to see, ears to hear, and hearts to follow what needs to be done to get back on track. I'm just hearing like Siri and Google and things in my mind asking for a course correction. Like, can you bring up the real map? It's like the GPS went haywire and the karmic detour happened, and the masculines are like, oh, this isn't the map I wanted to be following. And they're like, let's load a new map here. So interesting energy. That's the spirit guided solution. So masculines, course correction is in order. This Ten of Wands is the one wand that reduces to this new beginning that the masculines are holding on the mind space, on the conscious mind that they're wanting here. So literally they've seen through this karmic detour. They've learned the lesson, or will be shortly. Victory is here. Victory is upon us. Yay! Everybody cheer if you're happy about that. Yay! Where are the masculines going in the near future? They are becoming single. They're putting down their defensiveness, and they're just letting go of whatever it was that they thought they were trying to prove. This reeks of ego. I love you, masculines. This is profoundly beautiful. And this is literally seeing the light and letting go of anything that they needed to go through the motions of, that was keeping them from being in their own power. So masculines, you're truly stepping into your own power, and you're not going through the motions, living up to the expectations, the imprinting. Even when we're in the subconscious motion of that, even when we think we've learned that lesson, sometimes there are these detours that come in to say, are we sure? We might not even have seen them coming. But I'm sure that on some level there was some recognition, and on some level, if you were totally honest, divine masculines, with yourself, when you felt pulled in that detour that took you away from your divine masculine, you absolutely felt that uncertainty in the tummy. And this is now you coming full circle and trusting that, knowing, understanding the full picture, so that now you know why you had a little bit of that rebellious jitter in your stomach as you veered off down that one-way street. Good stuff. And you want to talk to your divine feminine about what you've learned. That I'm just letting that integrate, because I want to embrace and honor that that's the message that came through. It's a really fresh message, and there have been some pretty intense energies brewing over the last few days. I know I've been feeling something, and now that this message comes out, I definitely feel like it goes hand in hand with what I've been clearing, but also makes a lot of sense that there was a swelling of intensity rippling through the collective over the last few days, and this kind of clarity coming in could be the result of that sort of crunch time energy. Okay, one card for the feminines. Temple of Eventual Destinies, Benevolence, Spiritual Progression, and Enlightenment. Keep the faith, hold the light, bravely continue on. This is the path of mastery, of enlightenment, and you are on track for your eventual destiny, which is abundance, wholeness, grace, love. And for the masculines, mastery, accountability, and acceptance. You've come through a gate, masculines. You've seen through this gate of perception, and you can walk through it now. That detour has blessed you greatly with the ability to accept your mastery and take full accountability for the conscious choices that you make. I'm hearing from here on out like never before. You're qualified now to choose your feminine and love your feminine fully. Says the divine. I was asked to add. Wow, what a great message. I love you so much, everybody. Many blessings. Bye for now.